Hey, Ola Bicholas, thank you so much for listening to the Men's Room podcast.
And thanks to our pals at the Advocates Law Firm for being great partners. Yes, even you, creepy Kyle.
Seriously, though, if you'd been injured as a result of somebody else in your car, on your bike, walking across the street, talk to our friends at the Advocates Law Firm and let them help you out.
Yeah, they're the best injury lawyers around, and they want to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Plus, your first consultation is free.
It's simple. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact them today at advocateslaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, your guess is as good as my categories today. America's favorite COVID foods, comfort stuff, and the best Seattle bands of all time. We'll play your guesses as good as mine after the random question. Question 206-421-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Ryan, welcome to the program. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Just chilling out, hanging out.
Okay. Everybody's just chilling out today.
I got 4 ladies for you on the older side.
Yeah, trust me, the suggestions are still piling in.
Oh, I guarantee they are. So we got Jane Seymour.
Yep, Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, absolutely. I'm sick, Doc. Mm-hmm.
Christy Brinkley.
Mm-hmm. Yep, indeed. Right. I drink a lot, too. You did the Billy Joel, which should be good. All right.
Jacqueline Smith.
Oh, yeah, one of the original Charlie's Angels. And I believe she had a, Kmart clothing line or something? Didn't she for a while?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
And who was the last?
And then Mary Steenburgen.
Why do I know her name?
Ted Danson's
she's
wife.
What's that movie that she's in? She's in The Help, the Attic. She plays the mom in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
That
is
okay.
Ted Danson's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Ted.
All right, let's go with this random question here. How about this one? What do you eat that disgusts other people? Or like, why in the hell do you like that? I get a hell all the time for liking Spam.
Yeah, because it's Spam.
Uh-huh. So what do you eat that disgusts other people?
Damn, that's really hard. I'm a cook, so I eat a lot of random different foods.
Yeah, but sometimes you have those weird people. I like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. It's just one of those things you like, and everyone else is like.
I like frozen White Castle hamburgers in a 2-pack. People go like, God, what's wrong with you?
That's a fair question, though.
No, but
okay. I got those Jose Ole burritos, the little chimichangas, the frozen ones.
All right.
Yeah, I can't get enough of those things.
Okay. How many do you have in your freezer?
10.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Are they decent? Or you just like?
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, it's better if you throw them in air fryer or a toaster oven. But if you microwave it, it's just like a piece of crap inside a sleeve.
All right. Do you put cheese on it or anything like that?
Sour cream or hot sauce if I can.
That's always a good call. You got to have something to doctor.
But see, Miles is a guy that'll doctor up his frozen food. So you get a Mama Celeste pizza, by the time it's done, you would not know that it's a Mama Celeste pizza.
I'll put extra pepperoni
cheese,
on there.
right? Oh, you hook it up, man.
Yeah. If I have it, whatever I've got, I'll put on there.
What do you put on your White Castle? You pull them out of...
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
No condiments, nothing?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten a plain McDonald's hamburger with nothing on it?
In childhood, I did, but not...
It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yes. It is.
I mean, honestly, I don't know the last
White
time.
Castle sort of tastes like.
I've eaten a lot of McDonald's burgers, like most people in this country, but I cannot think of the last time. The only thing I tasted was meat. There's ketchup, there's mustard, the residue of the pickle.
And White Castle's kind of famous for the holes in the patty and how they put in the drop of ketchup.
Yep, and their little onion things and all that stuff. The question, what do you eat to disgust other people? A 35-year-old Arkansas man was sentenced to more than 100 years for fatally shooting a woman and wounding his brother over a fast food order. According to Newsweek, the incident occurred at Andra Crockett's residence in Arkansas. This happened last year. 37-year-old Priscilla Aldridge and Crockett's brother Kevin arrived at the home with the incorrect fast food order. A heated verbal exchange ensued, resulting in the shooting. According to Fox 13, a neighbor heard Crockett say, "Bitch, you know I don't like mayonnaise on my hamburger." When he received his burger, according to the local news outlet, he then struck Eldridge once and Thomas 3 times. Crockett then turned himself into police after the shooting. According to the report, they found him guilty of first-degree murder.
Yeah,
basically,
they did.
just based on the fact that when they came back, there was mayonnaise. Do you guys? I like mayonnaise on my hamburger. You guys mayonnaise on my hamburger?
I don't mind it. It's not something I did. The first time I ever went to England, they're all about mayonnaise, and some of the things I saw on the English menu, I'm a little uncertain of. Not because it's bad necessarily.
Don't they dip chips in mayonnaise?
You just don't know what it is. You're not sure. So I ordered something that looked like a hamburger, but it was on BAPS, B-A-P-S.
Yeah.
So I remember I asked the waitress, what are BAPS? She's like, oh, love, it's just a roll. Like, cool. So I got a burger. There was already mayonnaise on it, which was fine. Mustard was on it. I asked for ketchup, the standard U.S. thing. And I remember when I asked her for ketchup, she kind of hemmed and hawed. She's looking around, kind of like, this is a big ask I have, right? So she disappears for like 5 minutes. By the time she got back, the burger's room temperature, and she had this entire silver bowl full of ketchup. So I even told her, I was like, hey, just, if someone from the U.S. asks for ketchup, you can just hand us the bottle. I mean, and it could be, it could be a 27-star restaurant. Just hand us the bottle. We're good to go. But yeah, they dip everything in mayonnaise. I didn't realize it's not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't order burgers. For some reason, I never think to, put mayonnaise on it. But if I'm at home, I always put mayonnaise on my burger.
Oh, really?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the burger sauce. Whatever your version is of your burger sauce, whether that's like a speedy sauce, whatever the hell you got.
You mean like mayonnaise mixed with ketchup kind of thing?
Sometimes they'll put relish in it, like 1,000.
I don't do that.
But it's still, like, I like that.
I had some relish that I think you would like. It's homemade.
Gentleman's relish?
No. Literally, I was eating a hot dog, and so he said, you want relish? I went, yeah, I don't like relish. And they were like, it's homemade. I was like, I'll try it. And then I covered my whole hot dog in it.
Really?
The relish was so good.
So, I mean, I'm guessing, like, I don't like pickles. So.
Sweet.
Okay. Because typically it's a dill relish, right, on a hot dog, or is it a sweet relish? I can't remember.
I don't know. But like my uncle, who I know what he used to do for a living, but in the last 30 years, apparently he's in a hat business. He can get you any hat you want. He is in the smoked and barbecued meat business because he'll ship it anywhere in the U.S., and he's also, and this one I can confirm because he makes them at home, he's into the sweet pickle business, all right? So last time I went to visit him, hey, we're going to try one of these pickles. Come on, man. I don't like pickles. Try one of these pickles, man. Try one of these pickles. I never tried one of his pickles. I lied to him later, said I tried it, and it was fantastic. I just wanted to try it. Never tried it. But the rest of my family around me, they said they were fantastic.
Oh, is he selling them?
He does.
Well, there you go.
This is my uncle. He'll sell you anything. Hey, man, that belt you're wearing.
Is he selling it to his friends, or is he taking it to like a little, convenience store type place?
Does he have an Etsy shop?
He should, but I guarantee you he doesn't. But I think he does sell some of his pickles to like some of the local mom and pops in Houston. I guess they're that good. I know the meat he ships nationwide, possibly worldwide, because it really is that good. That's actually worth getting. And the hats. Every birthday I get some.
Like cowboy hats, baseball hats?
Name it, Ted. What kind of hat are you interested in? Because you'll get it from tag still on it. I don't know how it's above board, but somehow it seems above board.
All right.
But I'm not sure that it's above board. But he can get you any hat you want.
It just seems like a random thing. Like, oh, you need a hat? I got you.
But that's like what Miles says. The guy hands you a card, says, I'm a life coach,
psychic,
hot sauce maker,
wedding DJ.
Right, you're kind of like, come on, man. Right. He's that guy, but without a business card. Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey there.
Hola.
Josh, welcome to the program. Random question. How you doing, man?
Good.
Okay, let's see here. This will be a good one for you, Josh. What would you say is the weirdest family dynamic in your close and extended family? What is the strangest thing going on?
I don't know if it's a dynamic, but my mom's a twin and my dad's a twin.
That is a dynamic.
That is a little weird. So, like, if the family gets together, there's two moms and two dads, at least physical appearance-wise.
For, like, when I was younger and they were still together, and Christmas and such, yeah.
How close was your aunt and your uncle to your mom and your dad? So, in other words, like, were they personality-wise close, looks close?
My aunt and uncle, they aren't together.
Right. What I'm saying is, for example, your mom has a twin sister. Yeah. Is your twin sister, does she mirror your mother in a lot of ways, or are they totally different people?
Oh, those two? Yeah. Okay, so my mom, they bicker and fight back and forth, like, nonstop. My dad, they mostly get along, but they're kind of that competitive type.
It plays out to the stereotypes of men and women, basically.
Yeah, they're twins.
Competitive
they've
or
been dealing with each other their entire life.
Did you ever see your mom's sister flirt with your dad's brother?
No.
Okay.
How about your mom? Did she ever flirt with your dad's brother?
No.
He already knows that she finds him attractive. See, that's the weird thing about being a twin.
All right. And I guess your mom is remarried?
Yeah.
All right. And your dad, and so everybody was
Okay.
Because
of COVID, they didn't get married, but yes, going to be.
Okay. Now, are there any other twins in your family?
No, I guess there was like sextuplets way back on my mom's
Whoa!
side.
Good
Like,
Lord.
Way back.
That's a
Before
litter.
There was like the medicine for it, so it was like super rare. But I don't know any of them at all.
Sextuplet. That's too much. I just feel like, generally speaking, with mammals, you don't have more kids than you have nipples.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to read you the first line to this, and this will explain the question. What is your weird family dynamic? Last week in West Virginia, a judge sentenced a West Virginia woman to 40 years in prison after she pled guilty to killing her boyfriend back in 2019 with the assistance of her biological father, who she then married.
What?
Again, a judge sentenced a West Virginia woman to 40 years. And if you like to do math at home, kids, like a story problem, this is one of them. A woman did 40 years in prison after she pleaded guilty to killing her boyfriend back in 2019 with the assistance from her biological father, who then she in turn married.
How is that legal?
I don't know if
to
it
kill
is.
somebody. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, right.
Yeah,
the murder's bad, but
the murder's bad, but the marriage. Now you're crazy.
Yeah, the incest don't like.
I mean, listen, I know what you're saying, because let's face it, you can spin it any way you want, but the truth is more people murder people than marry their biological parents.
Larry McClure is the dad. He was a Kentucky man, and he was living in West Virginia after being released from prison, where he served time for sex offense charges. Now, Amanda McClure, that is the woman who killed her boyfriend, whatever, and then married her dad. She was actually estranged from her father. So she was raised by her adoptive parents. The pair later became involved in an incestuous relationship and married in Virginia, nearly a month after the murder. During the hearing, Amanda McClure said that McGuire was killed because he was with me and my dad didn't want anyone else near me but him.
Ew, 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 ew.
There you go.
By the way, someone in the comment says, a buddy of mine had sex with this girl. All right. Family dynamic. A year later, their parents married, so the woman that he had sex with is now his sister.
Right, but they're not blood related.
Man, I know. It's not an incest thing. It's more like, hey, man, I had sex with this chick. Their parents meet, whatever. And now your mom says, Ted, I'm marrying this guy here. You should meet his daughter. And the daughter walks out. And you're like, oh, my God,
It's like if your brother wasn't married now and then for some reason started dating one of your exes. It just would be weird.
That would be weird.
It'd be weird. You know?
Yeah. Super weird.
Yeah, right?
Oh, you guys don't need any introduction.
Yeah.
Still coming over for the holidays? No!
Well, it's like we have a friend who basically he meets his now wife at a family dinner because she was dating the brother. Remember? Breath.
Who had the breath?
Oh, you mean in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Really? That was...
Right, she was
Oh,
smoking
God,
hot.
that's
The
right.
brother was dating her. He brings her over for dinner. She ends up breaking up with the brother. Then he married her.
Oh, no.
And he wasn't...
And she was attractive, wasn't she?
Yes.
He was stupid hot.
Yes.
I remember when he said, hey, my wife's going to come in tomorrow, whatever it is.
What was really the
giving
deal
us
with
a
that?
heads up, right?
By the
And
way.
we didn't know, but we walk in, and there's this woman sitting in the studio. So I go, hey, Thrill, I want you to meet my wife. And look, you got to be cool. You're not trying to embarrass the guy. But in my mind, like, what? This girl was so hot, and he just wasn't. He wasn't the ugliest.
What do you
dude
think
I've
that
seen,
was? Was he loaded or something?
I don't know.
There had to be more to that story. Because there's no way that those two fit together.
Maybe she liked the crack he made.
Oh, that's right. He used to make crack. So now looking back, that might be why. He used to cook his own crack.
Do you think she did not have a sense of smell?
She couldn't. There's no way she had a sense of smell. You could not wake up next to that. This dude's breath was so bad. This is not a joke. He's sitting across from us in the studio, and we're writing down notes on like a commercial break or something, and we can smell his breath. And dude has chronically bad breath. But when we looked up, his mouth was shut. It's coming out of his nose.
Mm-hmm. And it was so bad. 5 feet away, 6 feet away, we're just sitting there going, oh, my God.
It has more reach than COVID. I want you to think about it. His breath was more dangerous than COVID. I've never experienced anything like that. And then, so when you saw his wife, my assumption is that she was not going to look the way she did. It's like, holy cow, man.
That was amazing.
That son of a bitch.
Random question, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the men's room. Hola.
Ashley, welcome to the program, the random question. All right, let's see here. Ashley, let's go with this one. What do you or someone else go way too far over on, or go overboard on? Like, maybe it's your mom and her cat that she, takes care of, and it has 9 sweaters, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that person who celebrates a birthday month, or whatever the deal is.
It's my birthday year.
Yeah. Maybe someone collects things, and when you walk into their house, their entire home is filled with these...
Look at my cow plates.
These gnomes, or whatever it is. So, what is it that, that you or someone else goes overboard on?
That's a good question. I don't know. The only thing that I really go overboard on, I play a game with my husband. It's a dragon game.
Okay.
And we definitely, both of us, go overboard on that.
What is the idea?
I'm on the radio right now.
Oh, you are?
We know that.
Get out of here.
No, I'm talking to him right now.
Oh, all right.
Oh, your dragon buddy. What exactly, what is the goal of this dragon game?
It's, okay, so you build a base. It's your base, and you make all these towers super strong. Yeah, back up over there. You make all these towers.
Now put it there.
That other players.
Are you having sex or is he driving?
Multitasking. So you make all these towers really strong, so another player will come and slide their cool dragon through your base and try to kill it. So your goal is to kill other towers with your dragon and kill other dragons with your towers, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Kinda.
Now, what do you guys play for? Do you play for the standard we're married bet?
That happens sometimes, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Who can be higher level? Who can have stronger dragons? It's so fun.
Okay.
It's like, we're kind of obsessed with it, and there's like a community involved and everything. We've got some really good friends that play. So
there's a community with. If I said, "Look, I am a one-legged man who collects pickle jars," somehow there's a community for that. What is the name of this game?
War Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Right now, let me ask you a question. Are you? And maybe it's just been in my lifetime, or maybe it's the fact that we moved to Seattle. But it seemed like adults at this time of the year lose their mind over Halloween. Are you one of those people who loses their mind over Halloween?
No, I'm not. I get my kid a costume. I take him out to about 6 houses and call it good.
All right. What does your kid want to be this year?
What was that?
What does your kid want to be this year? Because I get updates every 2 weeks about what they're going to be for Halloween.
Oh, every single year is Spider-Man. This is not
really.
It's not a discussion. No.
What, does your kid eat glue or something? Like, why does he want to be the same person every single year?
He is special needs. He is autistic, and he has severe ADHD. So we kind of let him do what he wants for Halloween.
Okay.
Which is Spider-Man.
Do you use
the same costume? Know who Spider-Man is.
Or do you have to update the costume every year as he grows?
Sometimes. Last year we didn't have to, but this year we're going to have to. He's grown out of last year.
Do the costumes keep getting better or worse as he gets older?
Well, Daddy really likes to make the costume super awesome because Daddy is a Spider-Man fan.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of works out really well for for our son.
Yeah, I like the black Spider-Man. I would want to be that guy.
Venom?
Yeah, well, yeah, the one that's just kind of grayish and all
Black
that stuff.
Spider-Man.
Well, I don't know what you call it.
It ain't Peter Parker
it was just
player.
like, it was like this period of time, like in the comic book world, where like 2 episodes or whatever, like Spider-Man was black, and I was like, oh man, this is great.
But they did that with every character at some point.
Yeah.
When you get the full black uniform, because it means they're cool, they're like off their meds, they're going to do something
It's like
bad.
when your football team wears more black than normal. You're like, yeah.
That worked well for us on Monday.
Not at all.
I will say this. At least she has the advantage of Spider-Man, because you know who Spider-Man is. And my kid, now they're just playing Fortnite, all right, all these different characters. But the problem is this, Dad, what, man? I know what I want to be for Halloween. All right, what do you got? And he says a name. I'm like, I don't know who that is. It's like, it's the giant nutcracker guy that does. Trust me on this. There's a nutcracker that's very popular among the kids. There's like some dude with a big 8-ball head. And I'm like, dude, do they even sell this crap, man? Do they even sell these costumes? I'm not making it. We both know that.
They have to.
Fortnite is a juggernaut. I would assume it's out there, but I don't know, other than online. But I'm like, dude, can you tell me one person I've heard of?
So the reason we asked the question, what do you or someone else go overboard on? Guess what the new trend is now? People are putting up their Christmas trees and they're calling them fall trees. So on Instagram, there's a trend. People are putting up fall Christmas trees and decorating them with things like leaves and pumpkins and scarier stuff and all that. Then that way, once Thanksgiving rolls around, you take down the fall decorations, you replace them with your Christmas decorations. So basically, people are already putting up their trees in their living rooms.
And you just replace the decorations that are on it.
Right. Maybe now you have a little pumpkin, you have some leaves.
Obviously, these have to be fake trees.
You take those down, yes, without question.
So get your gourds ready for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving gets gourds.
More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
Well, great balls of fire, Bubba. What happened, Bilford? That crazy son of a Sal blew right through that four-way stop on Main Street and plowed into my cowboy Cadillac.
Your what?
My pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, Ted.
Oh, quit your bitching, Buford, and talk with those side busters at the Advocates Law Firm. When I got busted up last month, well, shoot, they made sure those snakes at the insurance company played fair.
Boy, howdy. Even that creepy so-and-so Kyle earned his keep.
So if you get injured, the advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The men's room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Random question. 206-421-ROCK.
Guess who it is, Ted?
Random.
James, welcome to the men's room.
Random.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. James, welcome to the program, man. How's the weekend?
Good. How was yours?
Not bad at all, man. It was a good one. Way too fast.
It was very fast, but that's the problem with a good weekend.
Is.
Yeah, the Ravens won, the Seahawks won, West Virginia won, so my team's won. That was a good thing.
I saw at least 7 seconds of the Ravens game.
Yeah, not a lot to show for some reason. They just didn't show anything. Okay, James, let's go with this one. Okay, it's been a while since a lot of us have been able to go to the dentist. Steve, have you been to the dentist during this thing?
My kids and wife have been. I have not yet.
Okay, Ted?
I have not.
I have not been able to get my teeth cleaned.
The difference is usually
they.
they contact me. You know, you get the email or the call. They haven't even reached out to me. What the hell?
Well, my thing was I go every 6 months, and this whole thing shut down right about the time where I was supposed to go in for my 6 months. So at this point, it's been about a year. All right, so with that said, James, how would you say your teeth are in general, and how are they right now?
What kind of rating scale are we putting this?
All right, why don't we start with color?
Yeah, are they yellow? Are they white? Do people say you have nice teeth? Do they say you have jack teeth? What do they say?
A little bit discolored because I drink coffee, energy drinks, and I smoke.
Okay, all right, right there with you. Are they all where they should be, and are all of the adult teeth still in your mouth?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm only missing one tooth out of my mouth. Okay, I had that one pulled.
And where's that? Where's that
all
located?
All my teeth are still there.
Is that a
way
mole?
In the back?
All right, so nobody can see
way in
it.
the back.
All right, okay, so
nobody can see that.
If you smile, people would say you have a normal, nice smile.
Yeah, other than the discoloration, just from the smoking and coffee.
Okay. When's the last time you went to the dentist?
Last time I went to the dentist? Oh boy, probably about 6 years ago.
Oh, you gotta go in there. See, because what they'll do is,
I know, bro.
what they say is, dentists are kind of like doctors. I know they're doctors, I get it, but just for the differentiation here, they like to set you up, right? So you can say, man, I have brushed every day. I know it's been 6 years. I should have been there. I even floss, and I actually mean it. And they go, man, that's great. And for other than the discoloration, your teeth are in great shape. Let's talk about your gums. See, that's their trump card right there. That's the one they pull out, and they'll tell you something's wrong there. And if anybody wants to make themselves feel better about their teeth, just do yourself a favor. Next time you sit in front of a computer, just go to Google and pull up the video for I Was Made for Loving You from KISS, okay? Now, you have to understand, they wear the white face paint, which is actually a bad idea if people are going to compare that to your teeth. And I'm watching this about a week ago, and Paul Stanley, he's hamming it up for the camera, so he's always staring directly at you. I can't get past how yellow his teeth are.
Huh.
I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm watching this video, and all I can think is, God damn,
do you use a toothpaste that'll take care of some of the stains or anything like that?
Yeah, I use whitening toothpaste, and I do floss, but just not every day, just every other day or so.
Sure.
That's still better than most people,
James,
man.
I don't think that's too unusual. All right, the reason we asked, how are your teeth, the Regina police up in Canada, Regina, right?
Sorry.
Regina. It's Regina. No.
It's where John's from. Punter. John Ryan.
John Ryan. Ryan from Regina.
He's from Regina. And did he go up there and play pretty close this past year, not this season, but for the Canadian League?
I'm not sure.
I
know he was up there for a little bit.
I think he was wasn't he a Regina Rough Rider?
That would be a Saskatchewan Rough Rider.
Yeah, but Saskatchewan
play in
is actually
Regina.
a province. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they go by Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Okay.
Yes, he was a Saskatchewan Rough Rider.
He was?
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting for a guy like that. Considering the fact that, the teams you played on just have really strange names. So sexually, like, he was a Packer first, right?
Yeah, started packing, then he's a Rough Rider. Which kind of goes hand in hand.
Then he played for Regina. The Regina Police Service dealing with what they call a very unusual case of shoplifting. 3 people stole $3,000 worth of teeth whitening products. Crest white strips, to be exact. The incident occurred at the business in the middle of the afternoon. Now the Regina Police are asking the help for identifying the perpetrators. We all know that they have incredibly white teeth. There's no doubt about that. I think you need to look for the people with the whitest teeth in town.
Who shouldn't? Who should not have the whitest teeth?
One person created a distraction, allowing the accomplices to steal the target item, which was the white strips. Police say the surveillance video shows 2 men and a woman were involved in the caper. All 3 were wearing protective masks. One of them distracted the cashier. The other 2 walked out the door with $3,000 of Crest white strips. All 3 subjects appear to be Caucasian and are between the ages of 40 to 50 years old, and police are still looking for these 3 people. So,
I mean, look, I'm not against having white teeth. I just feel like if I'm going to shoplift something, tooth whiteners are not going to be my main thing.
I can't believe that 2 people could get out the door with $3,000 worth of white strips. They must be pretty expensive.
I'm with you. Like, if I'm going to steal that, I'm not stealing that.
Especially at your average drugstore. So I go into Bartell. I'm hopping over the counter. I'm taking all the smokes, just Marlboro Reds. You can have the rest. And I'm rating their little mini liquor bottles. Yeah, I mean, that's my target. That makes sense.
Oh, I know that ambush.
I'm sorry.
Like the mini one.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing over there, bro?
Back to Dolly Parton. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
Welcome to the program, Matt. Random question. How you doing?
Nah, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing fantastic, man. Let's go with this one. Matt, who owes you the most money, or who do you owe money to? That's your question.
Ooh, damn. I owe the most money to my buddy.
Your buddy?
That's I lost. Yeah.
How much money are we talking?
Seahawks bet.
All right.
About $3,000.
$3,000?
You put a bet on your team for $3,000.
No, it was a build-up bet. So it was when they were doing really good.
Right.
They were going to the Super Bowl, and they got robbed by Pitt. That's where I got screwed.
Are you talking about the very first Super Bowl?
Yeah.
So you've owed him $3,000 for a long time.
Remember, it was officiated by a guy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this is the Jerome Bettis years, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I was hoping your brother was going to officiate that one.
I think that was even before his time in the NFL.
I think he was still doing college, believe it or not, when they went to the first Super Bowl. So you made this bet, and does he get on you about it?
Oh yeah. It's a running joke because I can't afford it.
Why did you go so high?
Neither of us could afford it. It was just a stacked bet.
Yeah, that's what I was
every
going to say.
time they won, that's all it was.
So you accumulated horrible picks throughout all these years?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right. Yeah, don't do that anymore.
I think the evidence is clear
Look,
that yes.
We all think that we know football in here, and we all know certain aspects of it, but that doesn't mean you can pick a game. You know what I mean? Like
no.
You don't know what's going to happen tonight on Monday Night Football. You don't know what's going to happen in any game. I mean, for the most part, you do sometimes, but if you say, is Tom Brady going to throw 5 touchdown passes? You go, hell no, he's not throwing 5 touchdown passes.
And then he throws 5 touchdown passes.
Right. So
here's one thing that Mike and I, we were talking this morning, and we at least came to a conclusion. If you're trying to assess what your personal team, how they feel about their opponent. Because, look, the players are going to lie because they have to. Hey, every opponent's exactly the same, except the ones that we circled that we'll tell you about after. But Mike pointed out the Seahawks played the Miami Dolphins. It's another professional football team. How many guys did they rest? Because players play hurt. They don't play injured. You rested all these people because the Seahawks themselves, they can't say it publicly, but based on who they allowed to rest this week, it's against the Miami Dolphins. Mike pointed out in the NFC Championship game, Russell Wilson may or may not have had a concussion, but it's the NFC Championship game, so your ass is out there playing. So, to me...
You don't think Geno Smith could have carried it?
I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm saying the Seahawks said he couldn't.
Okay.
So our thing is we realize just assess who they are willing to play, because against the Bengals, you'll notice a lot of guys rest. Against the Dolphins, against the Jets, players rest. Kansas City's coming to town. It doesn't matter if you're hurt. Your ass is on the field playing.
I don't care how bad Dallas is or you think they are this year. Would you have taken Dallas yesterday over the Cleveland Browns? Because I would have.
No, I would not have.
I would have taken the Cowboys.
No, there's no way. For two reasons.
That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't bet on football.
But one is Cleveland. Look, Cleveland can put up points. That's one thing. No one can question that. They can put up points. I did not expect them to whip their ass that bad. The Cowboys can put up points. But Cleveland has this thing, and it's crazy. It is crazy. It'll probably catch on in the NFL, called defense. So what they do is stop you from scoring a foul. And look, the Cowboys put up a ton of points yesterday too, but they're almost more annoying than Atlanta in the sense of they're going to be this great team, blah, blah, blah. They have no killer instinct. They're soft. Their defense is garbage. It's ridiculous, man. They can pass for over 500 yards, put up, 39 points and lost again.
Right. In theory, it should be easy to pick the one game tonight, right? It's the Chiefs against the Patriots, but there's no Cam Newton.
Right.
So that would be one of those nights where I'd go, you know what, I'm betting it all on the Chiefs, and then they somehow...
This will be the night that it goes
Isn't this the way
wrong.
that the Patriots get a new quarterback anyway all the time? When their starter goes down for whatever reason, and they put in the next guy, and then the next guy just, you know what I mean?
Remember the guy, what's his name? Tom Brady? It's like, dude, they have Drew Bledsoe, and there's some guy named Tom Brady. Same thing in Pittsburgh.
Even just the opportunity for him to get hurt for a little bit. Jimmy Garoppolo goes in there, and the next thing you know, he played 3 games, and now he's got this huge-ass contract.
Yes.
It's like the Mike Flynn syndrome. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need much. Bless you, Mike. You just need a... you're not coming down with COVID, are you?
No.
Okay, good. All right, the reason we asked who owes you the most money, or who do you owe? Venmo. We all know Venmo. People say, Venmo me that money.
Venmo me the money. That's all. Oh, you can just Venmo to it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just right here. Venmo me. No. They are expanding its card offerings. This is a great idea.
It is.
Right now, Venmo basically works in a debit system.
Correct.
So you got that money.
Yeah.
And you transfer that money. Ted, I owe you $15. I can just Venmo it over to you on your debit card. Now,
you have Venmo?
I do not.
I don't either.
You should get it.
Venmo
We have
is...
kids.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds stupid, but kids always need money. Does not matter their age. Kids will always try to coerce you for money. Does not matter the age. The less convenient it is for us to facilitate that, and I'm not kidding you, that is why I don't have Venmo.
If they know that you can easily transfer them money, you're screwed. So you try not to do that. You kind of put up this false
PayPal?
wall.
Nope.
And you know what
Venmo?
you play? You play the the boomer role completely. Like you just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that fancy ass digital stuff where you guys transfer the money, because they always make fun of you for not being caught up on technology.
Sure.
Oh, guess what? Look who's not caught up on being able to send you money.
Sorry.
Yeah. Will you take a check? I got one. They're now doing a credit card. So the Venmo's coming out with a credit card. So basically, if I owe you $100, it goes on credit if I give it to you.
So I hope the guy that called listening, you can finally get that money to your buddy.
It does not say what the percentage is and the interest rate on this thing, but I cannot imagine.
I don't think it's going to kill you.
I had PayPal. I mean, PayPal was like the first one, right?
Yeah.
So then I used that with a few people, but then everybody's like, Venmo. And then after a while, it's just like, all right, it's just a little bit easier. That's what
Interesting.
everybody uses. So, I mean, even if You know, like you come over to the house and I order pizzas. You just split it up.
Do you get the spam from PayPal? I don't even have PayPal. Almost every day in my email, it says, like, your PayPal account has been compromised. Just give us your old password and we'll fix that for you.
Oh, apparently my Facebook has been meddled with a lot. And I'm like, man, oh, man, when I finally get on Facebook, I'll be sure to contact you guys.
What in the hell is this?
You're talking about bets, right? And owing debts. And that story I tell about, I bet a guy at basketball camp. He was another coach. And I said, there's no way you won't be married next year, right?
Was he dating someone?
Yeah, he had been dating this girl forever.
Okay.
So I forget what the bet was. Can't remember if it was like a few $100 or like $1,000. It was a ton of money, right? So then that SOB, he won the bet, and then a week later flew to Vegas, never got engaged, and eloped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think it was in spite of you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
100%.
That's absolutely
so his
I'm
whole
not giving him money.
marriage was built around the fact that he owed you money if he didn't do it that way.
Right. Well, it wasn't just me. There was a whole group of coaches that were like, Scotty, like, there's no way you got to marry that girl. They're still married and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know if he told her, but he specifically waited till we were done the last 2 weeks of day camp. And then,
he took that money and he went to Vegas.
Exactly.
I guarantee you he told her, like, hey, listen, man, let's just wait it out. It's no big deal. I just want to get money from this dude, Ted.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola, Michelle.
Hello.
Okay. All right, Michelle, let's go with this one. You've probably got some kind of to-do list there in your area, your homework. What have you still not gotten around to doing yet?
Oh, man.
We always hear, like, the standard stuff, like, haven't shaved my legs in 3 months. But,
No. See, a lot of women that I know, it's the opposite of Game of Thrones, all right? Because it's, I must shave my legs. Summer is coming. Mm-hmm. Summer's coming. Must shave my legs.
Yeah.
Look, baby, I've been here the whole time.
They had to beg and plead me to do that colonoscopy. I've been putting that thing off for a long time. Even though I was supposed to do it a couple years ago, they kept pushing it back. I was like, thank God.
I need to do it.
They rescheduled.
I know I need to do it, but again, I get to probe my butt and all that. And look, I know
get a day off, dude.
I know.
We might even get 2 days off.
But it's not like a day off so I can go to the beach or hang out with the kids. It's just, you got to get your butt probed. And, and again, I know I have to do
the
it.
The day's off from Ted and Mike and myself. That's
right.
who gets the day off.
Yeah. No, I was glad when you got a colonoscopy. No. And Mike's pointing at himself like, I did not get the day off.
So what, yeah, right. Sorry.
Why don't you think of everybody next time you get your butt probed, Miles?
Okay, my bad. So what have you not gotten around to yet?
I'd have to say car maintenance. I put this thing through hell.
All right. So
what are you most worried about?
Well, my dad's a mechanic, so it's like I'm supposed to do the timing belt like 10,000 miles ago, 17,000 miles ago, actually.
Sometimes with that stuff, though, if it's already kind of in sync, you're messing stuff up, I think, when you go and you change your car. Because your car is always running the way it's going to run, right? It's kind of used to it.
Yeah,
so if you gap spark plugs like new ones and put them in your car, your engine's going to run differently. It might run better, but your car will be stressed in other places because it's not used to running like that. You know what I mean?
Are you sure about this? Is this a working theory?
What I'm saying is this. Jiffy Lube used to go every 3,000 miles, come in here and do all this crap.
Well, of course, they're going to tell you that.
Well, it turns out it's about 6.
Yeah.
You need to do it about 6,000 miles.
But look, there's like a thing, pregnant ladies don't drink any alcohol. You can drink 2 or 3 glasses of wine. They just can't tell you that because they tell you that you can drink 8. So Jiffy Lube every 3,000 miles because they know you're not going to do it.
The timing belt, whatever. You're going to hear the timing belt. Brakes are important. Things like that. Tires are important. How many miles you got in your car?
Oh, I only have like 67,000, so it's fine. But.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of car do you drive?
Huh? A little Elantra.
It should be just fine.
What is Elantra? Is that
Hyundai?
Hyundai. Okay. Oh, right.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Oddly enough, just quick side note: the first time that Hyundai introduced the Elantra, I don't remember what year it was. I started laughing. I thought they were joking. The reason why is there's an old ass episode of Married with Children where Kelly Bundy gets a job as a car model. And I don't remember the company, but the name of the car was the Elantra. So every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, you guys are serious. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Reason asked, what did you never get around to doing? A British library said someone returned a pair of books, including an early Thomas the Tank Engine book, 48 years after their original due date.
Well, Thomas is an adult now.
There was an apologetic note from the person who checked them out nearly 50 years ago. They mailed these books back, by the way.
You don't want to go in person.
They said, we inadvertently took these with us when we moved. in 1972. Please accept my apologies for the late return of these items, which was just signed, Andy. The library said the late fees for the books would total over about $10,800 by the current rates, but the facility put a moratorium on late fees in April due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a pretty good idea to do this now.
So the way I see this, all right, if you bring back a library book and, I don't know, you're a year overdue, they charge you with all the fees. But every news story we see, like, look, if you already have the library book, keep it for the next 20 years, because then when you bring it back, you're like, oh, that's all right. So to me, basically what the library is saying, when you check out a book, if you want to keep it, keep it.
Steal it.
Probably won't be a library then. Anyway.
Random.
Hello, Drevick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Drevick, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's see what we got here. Okay. How about this one? Drevick, what do you hate doing in public?
I mean, some people don't want to dance.
I was going to say, I brought up earlier, I like taking my shirt off in public. That's just, everyone will lose their appetite.
Well, public doesn't like you taking your shirt off.
Exactly.
That works out.
I'm not doing that if I don't have
to. I'd say being sober, but
being sober.
You know what? That's not such a bad argument. Because given my druthers, I'd be at the bar. When I leave the bar, I'm going to be drunk.
Yeah. I guess, probably taking my shirt off. I got a little weight on me, so yeah, that's something I'm not really usually big on.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
What about the beach, though? You just say F it and it's all good?
Well, once I get a drink of me, hey, I don't care. I'll run around naked.
I'm right there with you. As long as I'm not around people I don't know, then I'm fine being naked all the time. Like, I don't care. I just don't want the ridicule of everybody who knows me looking at me going like, Jesus, dude. You know what I mean? But if I'm out someplace else...
I'll never say anything out loud.
I don't care. You know what I mean? I just legitimately don't care. I just don't want to offend my friends. People who love me. Reason we asked, what do you hate doing in public? This is a doozy. Matt Benedetto is a gay man based in Burlington, Vermont, and he unveiled his latest invention for a problem that doesn't exist. It is a hot dog privacy screen for straight men who feel self-conscious while chowing down on a wiener. You just had a hot dog over the weekend, Ted.
I did. It was delicious. I stared at my buddy in the eye.
It's a mock gizmo on Twitter. He's obviously joking, but it's netted more than 1.4 million views and has a lot of exasperated people on there who said it had a lot to do with heterosexual nonsense. But either way, it's a screen for straight men so that they cannot be seen while eating a hot dog. You said no man should eat a chocolate-covered banana in public. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that the worst?
That's the worst I've seen.
That's the worst one?
Honestly, I was at a party last summer, and there was hamburgers and hot dogs. Right. And this one girl was like, I can't eat a hot dog. And I was like, why not? She was like, because I'm a woman and it looks bad.
No, it looks awesome.
She was dead serious. She was like, yeah, I won't eat hot dogs in public.
Really? That's self-conscious.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Give me a corn dog. Give me a hot dog. Give me anything.
I'm telling you, man, that chocolate-covered banana, though. God, I can still see my cousin Tom.
How about a bomb pop? Sucking on a bomb pop.
That's okay, because there's no curvature.
Well, I mean, a bomb pop is...
Right.
Yeah, all right, you're right.
No, the curve changes everything.
Yeah, it does. Right. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.